Hey guys, Trevor Portier from Paramount Construction. We're here at our first inspection today, and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the basics of the roof. Kind of want to go over the kind of lingo that we use and what insurance companies use, so that way you guys aren't on different pages. So we like to use the word ridge for this right here, and the ridge is the peak of the roof. That comes to a peak right here. So this is actually the ridge cap right here. So yeah, ridge is also up here to get a kind of a better angle. We're actually on a 2-story roof right now. So this is the ridge cap. Actually, what I'm walking on right now is called the pitch, and they measure a pitch by putting a number over 12. So this is probably about a 612 pitch roof. The higher the number, the steeper it is. So if it was 812 pitch, it would be steeper than 612 pitch. If it was 412 pitch, it'd be flatter. So this is pretty walkable. I mean, it's getting there. It's in the middle on the steepness. So we got a ridge cap right here. We got the pitch or the steepness of the roof, and we got a valley. We got a valley right here. This valley has valley metal in it. You have a couple different options on valleys. And valleys are inverted. They come at like a valley. They come in inverted and they go straight down into the gutter. This particular roof has valley metal. This metal right here. You got a couple different options. You can either get rid of the metal and close it up by overlaying the shingles, and or you can use the metal. Either way is good. I've been seeing a lot of different homeowners go to the closed up style just for the looks, and I think it's protected a little more too. So we like to use what is called ice and water shield. We like to put that in the valleys. You're going to be hearing that term when you deal with your insurance company and when you deal with getting your roof replaced. You want to make sure that they put ice and water shield in the valleys. Ice and water shield is just an extra barrier under the metal or under the shingles for ice buildup and where the water flows. So all the water is going to flow down into this valley, right into the gutters. So added protection. You want to make sure that the roofing company puts ice and water shield. That's something that we always do. So we got the pitch, we got the ridge, we got the valleys. Next thing I want to talk to you guys about is the roof edging, and that is the outer edge of the roof. So if we come over here, this is the very edge of the roof right here, and actually we'll take it over here. This is the very edge right here, and this right here is called a rake. And the reason why it's called a rake is we call the edge of the roof that's at a slant a rake. We call the edge of the roof that's at a flat an eave. So Kevin, if you take a look at this garage over here, the flat part right over here is called the eave, the edge of the roof. Okay, now to the left, that edge to a slant is called a rake. So there's two different types, two different lingos we use. Everywhere gutters go, that is where eaves are. Okay, eaves is where gutters go. Rakes are the slant where we put roof edging on. Okay, so and what we do for roof edging is we use a material called drip edge. Drip edge allows the water to not come back under the shingle. And it just allows the water to get away from the shingle. So, and we also use gutter apron. We use gutter apron where the gutters are, hence the name gutter apron. And we put those on the eaves, and that just helps the water come from the shingle onto the gutter apron into the gutter. Helps the transition, and that's something you really want when getting your roof replaced. I've been seeing a lot of companies putting drip edge where eaves are, and I would not recommend that. Put gutter apron where gutters are, and then put drip edge where the rakes are. So we covered our ridge cap, we covered our valley, our pitch, and our roof edging, rakes and eaves. Another thing I want to talk to you guys about is accessories on the roof. This right here is called a slant back roof vent. Okay, this is a roof vent and it ventilates the attic area. You really want to make sure you have proper ventilation on the attic because in the thick of the summer it gets really hot up in your attic, and this helps release the heat. This roof only has 3 roof vents on it. I would probably recommend 4, maybe 5 roof vents on this. I see this commonly, and you want to make sure you have proper roof ventilation up here. Right here we got what we call a pipe jack, also called plumbing jack, and this is called the pipe jack flashing. This is made out of metal and this is made out of rubber. So this rubber just seals and makes sure no water comes in this crack right here. Oftentimes when they get older, they start to crack, this rubber starts to crack, and they need to be replaced. Every time you get a new roof, you should always replace these. Because once you break the seal, it needs to be replaced. So we always replace these. These are standard in enduring roofing. If they do not replace them, make sure they do. We always do on our roofs. So this particular one's actually a 4-inch pipe jack, and what I mean by 4 inches is how wide the pipe is. Plumbing jacks are for ventilation of the sewage lines, and that just it comes off the top of your roof, so it's pretty standard. Most roofs have 4, maybe 5 pipe jacks, depending on the size of your roof. This one has about 4 to 5. So yeah, I want to have you guys take a look at too this chimney. And this chimney has some issues. There's proper ways to flash a chimney, and this one has a lot of roof cement around it. This is a quick fix to a chimney to keep it from leaking. What we want to do, and what we always do on our chimneys, is re-flash the chimneys. And what we do is we rip off all this and clean this all out, and we put new flashing on here, metal flashing. It looks really nice, and it's totally sealed up. The proper way to put flashing on a chimney is really cutting into the mortar here, okay? And then you put step flashing in. So you cut into the mortar and you put step flashing, okay? And then you put the shingles on top of the step flashing and layer them. And then you put counter flashing on top of that step flashing to make it look nice and added protection. This chimney will probably end up leaking later down the road, if not already. You can see as, once you caulk it up and put roof cement on it, this is what happens over time. It just doesn't hold up very long. This probably will hold up for probably 2, maybe 3 years and then start cracking like that. So we always make sure to flash our chimneys the correct way. That way you don't have any problems later down the road. We do hold warranties on these roofs, and last thing we want to do is come back and redo the job. If I was a homeowner in this case, which I'll probably let them know, is I would contact the construction company that did that and maybe get it redone. So that's about the basics of the roof. There are things called hips, and they're not on this particular roof right here, but what hips are is they're pretty much the opposite of valleys. So valleys come in like this, hips go out like that, okay? Now don't mistake hips with ridges. So this ridge comes out like this, hips also do that. But ridges are horizontal, parallel to the ground. Hips are at an angle, coming down at an angle, just like rakes are.